Royal terrifying. Queen birthday horror as Monarch's driver put Majesty at risk greater than ever. The Queen had a near miss earlier today after her driver was forced to slam on the brakes to avoid colliding with another car. The Monarch was in the passenger seat of her black Range Rover being driven away from her residence when the near miss occurred. Her Majesty travelled to her Sandringham estate in Norfolk on Wednesday via helicopter. The Monarch is said to be residing at a cottage there for her 96th birthday. She is reportedly staying at Wood Farm, the same residence Prince Philip made his home following his retirement from public life. On Thursday morning, the Monarch's vehicle was spotted pulling out of the estate onto a country road just as a white Nissan Juke was travelling along the road at 30 miles per hour. Her driver had to slam on the brakes to avoid hitting the car. The white car had to swerve and come to an abrupt stop, and the Range Rover had to go onto the grass verge to avoid a collision. A passerby noted that the Queen was very lucky as cars in the area are normally travelling more quickly. They said, the Range Rover should have stopped at the junction to let the car go by. We sometimes get cars going much faster along that road, so the Queen was very lucky. The Queen was last in Sandringham in February, when she marked the beginning of her Platinum Jubilee year. On the evening prior to her accession anniversary, the Monarch hosted a reception for local charities at Sandringham House. Members of the royal family, including the Monarch, spend several weeks at the estate every year, usually over the Christmas period. Traditionally, the Queen stays at the property until February 6, the date of her father's death. To mark her 96th birthday, Buckingham Palace released a new image showing the Monarch indulging her passion for all things equine. In the photo, she stands alongside two of her prized fell ponies, Bybeck Nightingale and Bybeck Katie, who will be taking part in this year's Royal Windsor Horse Show. The photograph was taken in March by Henry Dollil, who was previously commissioned to take an official portrait of her to mark her 90th birthday. The snap was taken on the grounds of Windsor Castle, which has become the property from which the Queen has conducted a number of her duties recently, including virtual audiences. It is also where the Monarch and her late husband isolated for most of the COVID-19 pandemic. The Duke of Edinburgh died last April aged 99. A memorial service for the late Duke was held at Westminster Abbey at the end of March, and the Queen was among a 1,800-strong congregation who gathered to honour the Prince's life. The Queen has been spotted marking her 96th birthday with a drive around her Sandringham estate. Today is the Queen's birthday, and she was seen in the passenger seat of a car wearing a scarf around her head, dark glasses and bold red lipstick. Her Majesty arrived at her Sandringham estate yesterday in a poignant journey back to Wood Farm, the cottage where her beloved late husband Prince Philip spent much of his time after retiring from royal life in 2017. The royal couple were then brought back together permanently due to the coronavirus pandemic, living in a special bubble with staff at Windsor Castle until the Duke of Edinburgh's death at the age of 99 last April. She has already received birthday wishes from Prime Minister Boris Johnson and Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer, and gun salutes rang out across London and Windsor, and military bands played Happy Birthday today. This year, the Royal Windsor Horse Show will mark the Platinum Jubilee with a gallop through history, an equestrian display showcasing horses from across the globe. It has been billed as a personal tribute to our monarchy and will feature more than 500 horses and more than 1,000 performers taking the audience on a journey from Elizabeth I to the Queen. The Queen will celebrate her birthday properly at the weekend with a tea party with family and friends, it can be revealed. Her Majesty may be joined by the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and their 3 children, but Prince Charles and the Duchess of Cornwall are understood to have remained at their Scottish home, Birk Hall, after Easter.